Do you remember when Michael Jordan dropped that wisdom about Anthony Edwards? Well, fast forward 4 years, and guess what? Everyone's buzzing with curiosity. ESPN's Tim McMahon spilled the beans on the Hoops Collective podcast, sharing an NBA scout's bold claim Anthony Edwards could be the next MJ. Hold up. Seriously? Calling someone the next Michael Jordan? That's sacred territory, reserved for legends like LeBron, Kobe, and D. Wade. But wait, history tells us these comparisons often fall short. So are we just overhyping a talented rookie here, or is there something truly special about Edwards? Comparing someone to his airness, that's like comparing your favorite pizza joint to the pizzeria of the gods. Do you feel it? But wait, there's more. Enter Patrick Beverley, aka Pat Bev, the dude who's been balling alongside James Harden, dropping gems left and right. And get this, he's saying to Edwards, bro, you got a shot at being the next MJ. Now, we know what you're thinking. Whoa, that's some heavy praise. But here's the kicker. Pat Bev said this when he was actually on the same team as Anthony Edwards. So is he just gassing him up because they're buddies, or does he see something special in the kid? Now, MJ, the basketball legend, had some advice for the young Ant. He recognized Edwards' talent, his athleticism and size, and encouraged him to use his physical gifts to his advantage on the court. Back in 2020, when the Charlotte Hornets had the third pick in the draft, MJ saw something special in Ant. He believed Edwards could be the best player in his class, even comparing him to a larger, more athletic version of himself. Fast forward 4.5 years, and Anthony Edwards has not only lived up to the #1 draft pick, but has exceeded expectations. ESPN's G. McMahon wanted to clarify something when he compared Ant-Man to Michael Jordan. He wasn't just talking about scoring, he meant being a strong player on both offense and defense, and that's exactly what Edwards has become. After a decent season in 2023, the Timberwolves started the new season strong. In their first 6 games, they beat tough opponents like the Nuggets and the Celtics, but what's even more impressive is how Edwards has been playing. Facing off against Jason Tatum, one of the league's top players, Edwards showed his determination and toughness. He fought for every loose ball and contested every shot. Edwards even challenged Tatum to try him again, proving his defensive skills. And it paid off. In overtime, Edwards scored 38 points, dished out 7 assists, and helped his team secure the win. This season, Edwards is putting up impressive numbers, averaging 26.5 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. But it's not all about the stats, it's about the impact he's having on the game. Edwards isn't just a scorer, he's also one of the best defensive wing players in the league, and that's what sets him apart. Anthony Edwards isn't just about his own game, he's helping the team too. By letting Karl-Anthony Towns take more shots and focus on defense, Edwards is changing how the Timberwolves play. Suddenly, the trade for Rudy Gobert doesn't look that bad. Edwards is leading the offense but holding his own on defense. But some folks wonder if calling him the next MJ is too much. After all, you need championships to be like MJ, right? Edwards hasn't won any yet, but he's on the right track. He didn't make the playoffs in his first year, but that's okay. He was just 19 and playing for a team that had just picked him first overall. But in his second season, things changed. He led the Timberwolves to the playoffs for the first time in years. It's kind of like MJ's early years. He made the playoffs every season, but it took him a few years to win big. And back then, the NBA had fewer teams in the playoffs, so it was a bit easier. Edwards' achievements at such a young age are impressive, and they show that he's got potential. If Anthony Edwards starts carrying his team through the playoffs, would comparing him to Jordan make more sense? He's been stepping up his game in the first round, scoring a career-high average of 28 points in 11 games. This proves he's got fierce competitive spirit, which is why the Jordan comparison starts to fit. What's Jordan's secret? It's not just his skills, it's his insane competitiveness. Whether it's cards, golf, or anything else, Jordan fights to master it and dominate. That's why his famous quote is, "It became personal with me." Some even suggest Edwards might have more of Jordan's DNA than Jimmy Butler, but let's not jump to conclusions. Compare that quote to Edwards getting feisty when Tatum wanted to go one-on-one with him in a close game. Look at how much Edwards has improved in the last 3 years. After a rookie season where people doubted him as the #1 pick, he's shown incredible growth and determination. Remember 2020? That was a year like no other, especially for sports. March Madness, one of the most anticipated events in college basketball, was abruptly cancelled due to the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic. The sudden halt left sports fans and scouts alike in a state of uncertainty, particularly regarding the upcoming NBA draft. With the cancellation of March Madness, a crucial platform for showcasing talent, determining the top pick became a challenging task. Enter the NBA draft speculation. Among the contenders for the #1 pick was LaMelo Ball, a promising prospect who had gained experience playing professionally in Australia. LaMelo came from a basketball family with his older brother Lonzo already making waves in the NBA. Moreover, their father LeVar Ball was never shy about promoting his son's talents, adding an extra layer of intrigue to LaMelo's draft prospects. With his pedigree, professional experience, and the Ball family's outspoken nature, LaMelo seemed to be a strong candidate for the top spot. On the other hand, there was Anthony Edwards, a dynamic and athletic scorer with an unorthodox approach to the game. Edwards, despite being an undeniable talent, didn't fit the conventional mold of a top prospect. In interviews, he openly admitted to not watching much basketball, and his carefree attitude raised eyebrows among scouts and analysts. However, his raw talent and scoring ability couldn't be denied, making him a compelling choice for teams in need of offensive firepower. As the draft approached, speculation ran rampant. The Charlotte Hornets, owned by none other than Michael Jordan himself, had the 3rd overall pick. Many wondered if MJ would select LaMelo given his star potential and marketability. However, Jordan had other plans. He saw something special in Anthony Edwards, something that transcended statistics and scouting reports. Jordan, a fierce competitor with an unparalleled basketball IQ, recognized Edwards' potential to be a game changer. But not everyone shared Jordan's confidence in Edwards. Steve Kerr, the head coach of the Golden State Warriors, had reservations about Edwards' work ethic and commitment. During pre-draft workouts, Kerr observed Edwards' lack of intensity and questioned whether he had the drive to succeed at the highest level. Despite his natural talent, Edwards needed to prove that he had the dedication and determination to reach his full potential. And prove himself he did. Fueled by Kerr's criticism and driven by his own desire to succeed, Edwards embarked on a relentless path of self-improvement. He pushed himself harder than ever before, spending countless hours in the gym refining his skills and honing his craft. Edwards' transformation was nothing short of remarkable, a testament to his resilience and determination to silence his doubters. When draft day arrived, the Minnesota Timberwolves, holding the coveted #1 pick, didn't hesitate to select Anthony Edwards. Despite Jordan's interest, Edwards slipped through the cracks and landed in Minnesota, where he would begin his NBA journey. Alongside LaMelo, who was picked shortly after him, Edwards entered the league with high expectations and a point to prove. In his rookie season, Edwards showed flashes of brilliance, dazzling fans with his scoring ability and athleticism. However, it was LaMelo who ultimately captured the Rookie of the Year award, thanks to his flashy play and magnetic personality. While Edwards may not have received the accolades, he continued to work on his game, determined to elevate his play to the next level. Fast forward to the present day, and Anthony Edwards is emerging as one of the league's brightest young stars. His development has been nothing short of extraordinary, as he's transformed from a raw talent into a polished and versatile player. Edwards' improvement is evident across all facets of his game, from his three-point shooting to his playmaking ability. He's become a leader on the court, guiding his team with poise and confidence. This summer, Edwards has received another opportunity to showcase his skills on the international stage, representing Team USA at the FIBA World Cup. Despite initial doubts from Coach Kerr about his readiness to start, Edwards quickly silenced his critics with his stellar play. He emerged as Team USA's leading scorer, demonstrating his ability to perform on the biggest stage against the best competition. Looking ahead, the future is bright for Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves. With Edwards leading the way, the team has its sights set on the championship, a goal that once seemed out of reach. Anyway, what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to check out our other NBA content for more insights.